So I'm going to show you how to tie the Roza French bomb. So it's called a bomb because it's got one of these tungsten jig backs as the body or underbody. So these are really heavy. They're like elongated tungsten beads. Means you can have a very heavy fly, but it actually be quite small. So I'll show you how to tie it. So first things first, we need to try and fix this jig back to the hook. So I know that this jig back fits this hook, but if you were using your own style of jig hook, you must make sure first before you try and stick it on that the jig back does fit the hook. So first things first, just apply some super glue to the hook shank. Got a bit too much on there. And then we just push this jig back into that glue. The jig back's got like a little groove on the underside that the hook shank can go into. So that glue actually grips this quite quickly. So the next step, you need to actually apply some glue over the top of this, because as we're tying our thread on, it does have a tendency of slipping. So just add a touch of glue and then catch on with your thread. So this is just a fine black tying thread. Okay. Okay. So I'm actually going to leave the tag end of the thread there, and I'll show you why shortly. So tail on this fly is nothing special, it's just black cockle fibres. So just grab a small bunch. You want that to roughly be hook shank length. So it's going to be slightly fiddly tying this in. It is sort of slightly cumbersome tying with these jig back things, but it is worth it. Okay. Right, just run your thread back. Make sure we've got a nice secure thread base. Okay, so the body of this fly is black ice dub. It's a real simple tie, this pattern. Doesn't need to be anything special. And just wind this up the body. Okay. Right. Okay, I'm happy with that. Now then, the tag piece of your tying thread, I'm actually just going to use that as a rib for this. The original of this pattern doesn't have a rib, but using the tag end of your tying thread just adds a little bit of extra security. Okay. Now then, this is called the Roza French bomb because it's in like a black and red coloration. So I've just got some red UV ice dub that we can use just as a little small collar on this fly. Okay. As per always, just a little lick of super glue on the thread, and then we can just whip finish. If I can find my whip finishing tool. There we go. Okay. So that is the Roza French bomb.